Do 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 do. Robyn Sunshine. Do 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 do. Woo! Welcome to Devotion Time with Robyn Sunshine. So hi there again, and then if you're new, welcome, and you're always welcome here. And we're doing in John, and this is John chapter 9, and it's always gonna be ESV version. So yeah, and if you learned something from this chapter that I'm going to be reading, or you are listening, or you are following along, either way, I hope that you like it. If you learned something, I would love to hear it down in the comment section. John chapter 9. And as he passed on, he saw a man blind from birth, and his disciples asked him, saying, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he should be born blind? Jesus answered, Neither has this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be manifested in him. I must work the works of him that has sent me while it is day. The night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Having said these things, he spat on the ground and made mud of the spittle, S-P-I-T-T-L-E, and put the mud as ointment on his eyes. And he said to him, Go wash in the pool of Solomon, which is interpreted sent. He went therefore and washed and came seeing the night bores therefore, and those who used to see him before, that he was a beggar, said, Is not this he that was sitting and beginning? Some said, It is him. Others said, No, but he is like him. He said, It is I. They said therefore to him, How have then eyes been opened? He answered and said, A man called Jesus made mud and anointed my eyes, and said to me, Go to Solomon and wash. And having gone and washed, I say. They said therefore to him, Where is he? He says, I do not know. They bring him who was before blind to the Pharisees. Now it was Sabbath when Jesus made the mud and opened his eyes. The Pharisees therefore also again asking him who he received his sight. And he said to them, He put mud upon my eyes, and I washed, and I say. Some of the Pharisees therefore said, This man is not of God, for he does not keep the Sabbath. Others say, How can a sinful man perform such sight? Now, and therefore was a division among them. They say therefore again to the blind man, What dost thou say of him, that he was opened thine eyes? And he said, he is a prophet. The Jews therefore did not believe concerning him that he was blind and had received sight. Unto they had called the parents of him that had received sight, and they said to them, saying, This is your son, of whom ye say that he was born blind. How then does he now see? His parents answered them and said, We know that this is our son, and that he was born blind, but how he now sees, we do not know, or who has opened his eyes, we do not know. He is of age. Ask him. He will speak concerning himself. His parents said these things because they feared the Jews, for the Jews had already agreed that if anyone confessed him to be the Christ, he should be excommulated. Excuse me. I don't know how to say that. Anyways, from the synagogues, synagogue. On this account, his parents said, He is of age. Ask him. They called therefore a second time the man who had been blind, and said to him, Give glory to God. We now that this man is sinful. He answered therefore, If he is sinful, I know not. One thing I know, that being blind before now I see. And they said to him again, What did he do to thee? Who opened thine eyes? He answered them, I told you already, and ye do not hear. Why do ye desire to hear again? Do ye also wish to become his disciples? They railed at him and said, Thou art his disciple. I think it says disciple. But we are disciples of Moses. We know that God spoke to Moses, but as to this man, we know not whence he is. The man answered and said to thee, Now, and this is a wonderful thing, that ye do not know whence he is, and he has opened mine eyes. But we know that God does not hear sinners. But if anyone be God-fearing and do his will, him he hears. Since time was it has not been heard that anyone opened the eyes of one born blind. If this man were not of God, he would be able to do nothing. They answered and said to him, Thou hast been wildly born in sin, and thou teachest us. And they cast him out. Jesus heard that they had cast him out, and having found him, he said to him, Dost thou believe on the Son of God? He answered and said, And Who is he, Lord, that I may believe on him? And Jesus said to him, Thou hast both seen him, and he that speaks with thee is he. And he said, I believe, Lord. And he did him homage. And Jesus said, For judgment am I come into this world, that they which see not may see, and they which see may become blind. And some of the Pharisees who were with him heard these things. They said to him, Are you blind also? Jesus said to them, If you were blind, you would not have sin. But now ye say, We see, your sin remains. So, yeah, that was all of John 9. Go on my channel. There's more like devotion times and stuff, and it's like a playlist. It will be on my channel if you want to see more of those. And so, see ya.